Hi and welcome to this episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Rittey and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the lands and airwaves where this conversation takes place. Land which was never ceded. Land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to their elders past and present and to any First Nations people listening today. Today I'm talking to Winston Zhang at Akaiito in Flinders Lane. Alongside Christine Chen, Winston owns Akaiito and he and Christine are the loveliest people. I first spoke to them when Akaiito opened in 2019 and the basement bar, now known as Otoro, is my go-to when I'm in the city and want a great cocktail. Because they make them with a bit of theatre and there's such a great atmosphere down there. The stories those blue stone walls could tell. Throughout the venue, both in the restaurant upstairs and in the bar below, there's a glorious and vibrant artwork which represents the name Akaiito. Christine actually made it. It's a red thread which runs through our lives and binds us together, or it represents that. Recently, Akaiito unveiled a brand new concept, omakase at your table, a chef-led experience that is brought to life by a brigade of expert robatayaki and sushi chefs, led by head chef Winston. If, like me, you love hearing chefs talk about food and what's in their dishes, then this is definitely the conversation for you. Winston took me through the whole menu, describing each course in exquisite detail. I loved every minute of it. And I also loved hearing about how he became a chef and his first experiences in Sydney and then moving to Melbourne. I think you'll love this chat. I had such a good time. So sit back, relax, enjoy. Hello.
How are you? Sorry.
It's all right. How are you?
I was at the back.
Oh, yeah.
Take a seat. Would you like some sparkling or still water?
Yeah, sparkling would be lovely. Thank you.
All right.
How's your day going?
Oh, busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just doing some interview and some more tasting in the morning.
Okay.
And we'll do that service. Okay.
Now, I spoke to you probably in 2019. I wrote,
Is it?
Yeah, maybe. But when Akaiito first opened, I wrote about it for Broadsheet.
Oh, okay.
And I came in for dinner and I spoke to you. It was so you've been going for quite a long time now.
Oh, 5 years now.
I know.
Yeah,
so
time's
good.
flying. 2019 was hectic, I think. Then 20 is the lockdown.
Yeah.
Then what we were doing, basically the team is all separated. Then we're doing like 2 years lockdown deliveries, just me and another chef. So we just hang there, kill some time. Then 2022, when we reopen again, I think we're doing a different menu totally.
Yeah.
So it's more cheaper, FEMI, kind of $55. So because no one knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Just started lockdown back. Then $55 menu, we're actually doing very well. 2021, I was super busy. So we actually moved that concept to downstairs. And then we renew, doing a new concept. It's an Asian, sort of like Asian inspired menu. Then we named as Otoro for downstairs. Then after that, Akaiito still the Akaiito, but we're actually from a la carte to degustation now.
Yes, okay.
So this is what we're doing. Since last year, we have the concept is called omakase on the table.
Yes.
Doing degustation, French and Japanese inspired.
Oh.
Degustation, very, very interesting. I think we're doing very well. And the concept is quite trendy in the European or Singapore.
Yeah.
Is we sort of having that area is the living room area. So all the guests came in. First is to have some canapé to start. So we're gonna serve all the canapés in here. We've got some champagnes on arrival, very fancy sakis. Yeah, it's really good. So the whole idea is we want the people to feel like it's come to our living room basically. So it's a living room concept. So here is all the canapé. We have 6 different canapés. individually. And then once the carpe is served, then we're going to move you to the dining tables. So, and we have like 7 courses coming. So each course is done by the chef, explained by the chef as well, and finish all the sauce or dressings in front of you. Yeah, I think that concept has been almost 6 months now. Doing very well. I think people receive very well as well, because I think the connection is very important for us. Working in the kitchen like more than 10 years, you barely see any guests you actually cooked. Then here it's a very small kitchen and it's an open kitchen. Basically everyone can see you and we can see everyone as well. Then we just take a little bit, step up a little bit, and actually come to you and to meet every single guest. And all the kids love it. I think as a chef, the most important is to see, who actually enjoy your food. They tell you the feedback straight away. I think that's what we're doing right now at Akaiito.
So when you say French and Japanese, obviously you've got the canapé here. And then when people are sitting down having their courses, is it still the omakase sushi or?
No, actually not doing any more sushis.
No.
Yeah, okay. So the menu is designed very sort of like kaiseki sort of style. But technique wise, like the sauce and the preparation is very French based. Because basically I train in Australia.
That's right.
In the Western, kitchens, all the cookbook or the Common Blanc, they'll teach you all the French classics. And then, from the seasonality and from the kaiseki background, and also we serve the first course is fresh sashimi, but we cured it as a Japanese way, smoked it as a French way, serve you a dressing with some fresh ponzu, which was Japanese, but a little bit adding the truffle oil we preserved from last season, some sort of like French as well. Charamushi, next course, very classic.
I love it.
Japanese, but I think in the Western culture, not many people accept the egg custard dish. Kind of a texture. They feel weird. I just don't understand it. So we actually changing a lot to make sure people are acceptable and also understand why we're doing it. I would just discuss with my sushi chef as well. The ratio of the eggs and the topping is so important. So the eggs, we're actually very classic. Eggs, dashi, we're using soy milk instead of normal milk. Then the topping is very French. Foie gras.
Wow.
Hand-picked spinach crab from West Australia or Queensland. We have some Hokkaido scallops inside, and topping is the dashi, but we actually infuse some smoked pancetta.
Wow.
So that kind of like Western kind of flavor into very traditional dashi.
And I imagine it's very small, isn't
Very
it?
small, very small. It's not big.
You're packing a lot into a small
So, then every single bite you into, you actually try a different. And today I just went to the South Melbourne market. I just bought some unis as well. So on top of all that is like a very nice uni from Tasmania. So you can imagine all the seafood flavor packed into a little small bites. It's small, but every single spoonful, you try something different. So the flavor is not going to be dominated by just the eggs. Yeah. So it's going to be every single mouthful is different. So
is that because that feels like there's some really delicate things in there as well, and it's really textural. Is that something you have to try out, or did you know it would work?
No. End of the day, the food has to be delicious. Delicious is not something coming from your head.
No.
It has to be the whole experience. You taste it with your team, you taste with your guests, you're getting the feedback every single day. I think that's why it's super important. We actually can see, customer enjoy or not. If it's not enjoy, then we need to find out why. That's why we're changing, quite often. Everyday menu is always slightly change. It depends on the availabilities. Sometimes we have some mackerel, sometimes we don't have mackerel. So we got some kingfish. But the basic technique, the structure of the menu, we don't change. We are changing the garnishes. It depends on the seasons. Yeah. So after chawanmushi, we have our all-time favorite toothfish. Toothfish, I think, is being we call it wagyu of the sea, and a lot of restaurants using it. But the price is just super high. So that just the fillets cost you around $120 a kilo. So
where does it come from?
It's 2,000 kilometers away from the Tasmania Sea. So it's a really deep sea fish. And so it's a 51 toothfish. This one is very unique just to Australia. It basically is a codfish family, but living far more deeper than the normal codfish. Beautiful texture, very buttery. You can't imagine that flavor. It's very traditional as well, and we're using a miso marinade. So every restaurant, because for me, they are using miso marinade codfish. But I had a lot of codfish, but this one next level. Traditionally, codfish they are sliced, but we actually turn into a shape into a round shape. So every single portion is super unique and consistent. French sauce, we're using beurre blanc, so a very classic French sauce, mixed with some chives, black caviar, and some peeled white walnuts, topped with some diamond clams from New Zealand. So
what was the last bit?
The diamond clams from the New Zealand. So the diamond clams, super fresh, juicy, texture-wise.
What kind of New Zealand are they from?
This one is particular. I think it's from Christchurch, the seat.
Oh.
Yeah, diamond clams. Super nice.
I'm from Christchurch too. I don't know about
Yeah.
Because apparently we've ruined scallops in New Zealand. No more scallops from New Zealand. Diamond clams next.
Clams, mussels.
Yeah.
The best from. I went to Queenstown.
Yes.
Every winter.
Yeah.
I don't go to restaurant because I think that a restaurant need a bit more push up a little bit the food but go to the local farms, local seafood store just near the Airbnbs. I always buy like 2 kilo mussels.
Wow. They're big, aren't they? It's
green mussel. Beautiful, super juicy. So that's fish course. Then is the palate cleanser. So palate cleanser, what we have here is quite unique. It's oyster ice cream. So our pastry chef made up this one because it's one season we had a lot of function and one day we have a lot of oyster left from the function. So we're gonna say we have a little challenge what we can do about it. So we're actually coming out an oyster ice cream concept. It's weird, but it's delicious.
Savory?
Savory.
Yeah.
Savory. So oyster ice cream will turn into sort of like mixed with some sea herbs for the texture, and underneath we have some watermelon flavored granita and some watermelon foam. So play around with the textures and some skin of the watermelon, just add a bit more texture into the dish.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Yeah, wow.
And after that we have marrons from West Australia, and it's always been on the menu for every season. So this season we made a tomato salad using 3 different tomatoes, Roma, and cherry tomatoes, but cooking 3 different ways.
Okay.
So we got some dehydrated, some sun-dried, and some fresh, then dressed with some vanilla dressing. So we made a house-made vanilla vinaigrette, and also using the shell of the marron, made a shellfish oil on top of it. So a beautiful shellfish oil, slow cooked for around 4 hours, with a lot of mirepoix vegetables, slowly, then until all the flavor comes out. Then we strain it and just pour over warm sauce on top of the marron. It's beautiful. Looking visually, it looks beautiful. Then 2 main course, duck, our signature, 14 days dry aged, served with some beetroot salad. So again, it's kind of Western philosophy, but the duck is to die for. Yeah, can't beat our duck. It's so good. And steak, and serve you with some seasonality garnish. This season we have some black garlic puree, some water celery. Again, it's a very unique vegetable. I think not many people using it. Water celery. So it's a celery family, live underneath the water. It's sort of forgotten vegetables, but it's very bitter. It's very classic to go with the beef flavor. These two just match very well. Then sauce, we are made our own sauce, some beef with some teriyaki sauce as a beef stew, and dark is a dark carcass, red wine reduction. So 2 dishes using 2 different sauces.
Wow.
Yeah.
So each dish is so labour intensive.
Yeah, so we this small kitchen and front kitchen we have around 1, 2, 3, 4 full time.
Okay. Is that all?
Is all, yes.
To do all of that?
Yes.
Wow.
So each person in charge 3 dishes.
Okay.
And we have 1 carpet. Of course, weekend we have some couple casuals is always on the roster, so to help out. But base we have 4.
And how many can you serve at once?
At the moment, we only want to do maximum 25.
Okay.
25 maximum per day.
Yeah.
So I think to work out the label, I think that's what we can handle. We did something 30 something with a private dining room, so the number go up. But we're coping that.
So it's just the degustation now. So
Just the degustation.
That's great. Yeah.
Nothing else. 5 course and a 7 course choice.
Okay.
5 course is only marked at 178 per person. 7 course is 228. So I think which is really, really good price range.
There's a lot going on there, isn't there? There's a lot of ingredients.
We're only using the best ingredients.
Yeah.
Tooth fish, marine, duck, steak, caviar, foie gras, fresh seafood every day, and 6 different canapes. 1 dessert, 3 petit fours.
Okay.
So if you're really counting how much you eat, it's going to be around 20 different costs.
It's a lot. It's a lot of food.
It's a lot of food, but it's all small bites.
Yeah, that's true. And you're here for the evening, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you put together a degustation menu and make sure that it's not too much or that it's balanced between richness and all that sort of thing?
I think course by course, we know from the light to the heavy. And customer at the moment we had is quite versatile. We had to have some Asian customer doesn't drink a lot. 2 glasses of sparkling water, maybe a mocktail. They want more food because without alcohol, obviously it's not. Then the portion size with alcohol, I think to the end of the meal, after like, okay, I'm full. And don't forget, haven't been mentioned yet, so we have house-made miso brioche bread.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a lot of going on. We bake our bread every single day. Fresh before service.
Wow.
Make the dough every single day as well.
Yeah.
Because we don't doing too much cover, so I think keep us busy from 1 o'clock all the way to 11.
And how many nights are you open?
6 days.
6
Tuesday
days?
to Sunday.
Goodness.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Great. And so you started your training here?
Here in Australia, back in Sydney.
Yeah, in Sydney.
Yeah, back in Sydney since 2008. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
But so you're from Shanghai?
From Shanghai.
Yeah. When did you decide that you wanted to be a chef and why Australia?
That's a good question, right? Then finished my university degrees as an IT designer, 23. Got a job in Shanghai, and 6 months later, I feel like you don't want to go. I always want to go overseas to study a little bit. Then went to a language school in Shanghai. Meet a couple friends asked me the same question: why you want to go to Australia? And at first, I want to be independent. Back in Shanghai, you've been looked after super well. I haven't had any cashier job since I was kids. Never had any job before the university. So I was, I always tell my mom I want to go somewhere. High school, I had an opportunity to go to UK. I got a offer from the Manchester, but I think financial wise, my parents is little bit struggle because back then it was not that cheap. You have to be sort of certain money, stay in the bank, for a certain time. So my mom was doing a business, but she said, that's her cash money, so she can't move. So the plan was delayed. all the way till after the university. Like, okay, I want to go to Australia because it's closer, weather's better. And I do have a lot of high school friends actually move to here, study. So at least I know someone in Sydney. I got someone to pick me up from the airport. But I say to my parents, it's very straight. Just give me $1,000. Pay the first semester school fees because I only choose TAFE as a commercial cookery. Then see how I can survive. I have no idea.
Did you cook at home?
Never.
Wow, that's a bold move.
Never. Because like I said, it's Shanghai, you've been looked after so well. You got nannies, got my grandmas, got my parents, basically cooking every day at home.
So what was that first day like?
Oh, that's a long story. You really want to hear?
Yes.
$1,000 in my bank account. First week, I was living in my friend's house in Sydney, Rockdale. 1 week, then I moved to Sydney. I was living in the living room, paying, I still remember, it's like 200 and something per week because living room. Back then, Sydney, I was in the city and I'm just behind the UTS. I still remember I was like 3 people share. I was in the living room. There was a little one bed. You can, nighttime, you see the cockroach just walk by you.
I know.
And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to stay long. I'm not going to kill you. You do your life, just leave me alone. And after that, they actually go around me.
Wow, okay. Symbiotic.
First day, I'm moving the city. Then I got a job from my roommate. He's actually working in an Italian restaurant back in Sydney, in the Paddington. Best Italian restaurant back in then, called Luccio's. 2 heads. I have no idea. He said, now I just got promoted from kitchen hand to chef. And the head chef say, do you know someone looking for a job straight away? So he actually drew me a picture of the kitchen, show me how to use the dishwashers. I say, did you use dishwasher? No, but I saw it. And I go, okay. So I was there, 4 p.m. Start washing. First time in my life wash dishes. I remember that day I finished 1 a.m.
No.
I almost cried.
Yeah.
And sitting on the stairs because I was checking all the beans. Do everything I can, right? Finish 1 o'clock. And I will have a cigarette, very dirty. I'm like, I feel like that day I finished all my plates all my life. So I was there for 2 months. Then after 2 months, I get promoted to chef. Yeah, I was quick. I was the fastest, I think, in the kitchen. I still remember Luccio's, 2 heads in Paddington, best Italian restaurant. So I was there for 2 years. Stayed there for larder, dessert, pasta. Every single pasta they made in house. Then I went to icebergs. Straight away, I think Luccio's still better than icebergs. Icebergs famous because the view.
Yes, that's right.
The food, because it's nice kitchen, huge kitchen, like 20 chefs. Back Luccio's is only 4. It's like here, so you can learn everything. Back in the 20 staff kitchen, you're doing your parsley chopping for the whole morning. I was still students back then.
Yes.
20 hours a week, 4 days roster per week, 5 hours per day. I was leaving Hurstville, drive all the way to Bondi Beach. It takes me like an hour and something in the morning. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
See the sun rise every single morning.
Wow.
Because I'll be there 8. I have to wake up 6. Then finish around 1. Then drive back. It's a good experience.
What did you like about it? Because it sounds like it was hard work. What kept you there?
I think just make your own money.
Yeah.
It's very being independent.
Yeah.
So I don't need to ask my parents for anything. So I was paying everything, pay my school fees, got an apartment in the 3rd year. And 3-4 years ago after, then bought another apartment. So I was like,
wow.
6 years I got 2 apartments.
Why didn't you pursue IT?
I don't see IT as really fits me.
No.
Because I was active.
Yeah.
I don't see myself sitting in the computer whole day long. I can see that. You know, I'm gonna quit at the end of the day, but hospitality is it's a coincidence. But when you're really passionate about it, you don't feel. Of course, you feel tired. But back then, when I was 20 something. You know, you're full of energy. Even you're working 12 hours, 14 hours straight without any break, without any meal, you are very exhausted. But next day you wake up, you're still fresh. You know, you just pursue the goal. So then I was staying the Iceberg only for not long, 6 months.
Yeah.
Then I left. Then I working all the dining harbor small restaurants, working as Brighton East End, a great restaurant. I was casual for almost 10 years. In that great restaurant because I really like the food. The bosses trained me very well. I was having some full-time job in somewhere, then because I was living in Rockdale, so it's very close. So I was just there 2-3 times a week. Then end of the day I was doing the head chef job there. So that was my first head chef job. Small kitchen, only 3 chefs. Yeah. Sunday you only had 1 chef doing 250 cover by yourself.
Oh. How do you do that?
Magical.
Yeah.
But you just do it. You know? You get used to the menu. It's very traditional. Everything made in house. Very small kitchen. Small restaurant, 50 covers, but we're turning it to summertime next to the beach. Just people come in and go all the time. Then I went to Maryville. Maryville actually sponsored my visa. I stayed in Maryville for 7 years. Then got my PR from Maryville, from CDP all the way to left was a head chef of the Grand Hotel in Georgia Street. I was the sous chef for Esther for almost 4 or 5 years. So know Dan Hong very well, know other chef in Maryville very well. They actually wanted me to go to Mr. Wang, but I'm Chinese. I want to go Western. Maybe I shouldn't. Everybody I know back then was a head chef somewhere.
Yeah.
So that was Sydney time. Then after Maryville, because I got my PR, I did another 2 years. I think 7 years is enough. So I went to 5-star hotel, higher on the dining harbour, so higher Regency. So I did around 3 years chef de cuisine there. So in charge all the restaurant, all day dining, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner operation. So again, it's a different hotel chef and a restaurant chef, totally different. Philosophy, timing are different. I think the most important as a chef is to get timing right. Doesn't matter you do a brunch cafe, or you're doing an a la carte, or you're doing a fine dining, or you're doing a like we did in a hotel every day, breakfast 700 minimum, 4 chefs, that's it. To run operation like this scale, this big, like sometimes we often getting 1,400, 1,200 breakfast, because higher hotel Regency is the biggest hotel in Australia back then, 905 rooms, so it's huge.
Yeah, that's right. How do you do that many with 4 chefs? So
organized. It's a buffet style.
Yeah.
You know, basic cook 80% of food by 5:45. Everything in the hot box. It's the timing. You know, it's a timing right, and then your organization right. You're organized right. We have some runners, students to help us running and refill the buffet. So I was just running around, making sure everything is topping up and nice and tidy. And that's it. So again, I learned a lot of big scale catering, like dinner, 600, 800 covers, 3 course, 5 course, weddings, it's all that, you know. So I did the 3 years. Then I met Christine, which is my partner now. So we, 2018, we opened a restaurant in Shanghai together. I'm Shanghainese, she's Shanghainese. So we met together, opened a restaurant in Shanghai. It was really a success. As a Thomas Chang, which is like kids cafe.
That's right, I remember now.
Yeah, kids cafe. Doing very well. Then 2019 we opened Akaiito. Then COVID.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so the Shanghai restaurant is closed. 2023 because it's COVID. no one sending kids to that kind of environment anymore.
No.
So it's changed, for the last 5 years. I'm changed as well. The philosophy and the vision and to do things, and management skill I think is much better. I can more understanding the stuff from that perspective to think about any problems and what we should do for next move. Yeah.
Wow.
and I think it's the whole journey. I say 40% is self-taught a lot, eating out a lot, and tasting a lot with Christine. She's a great cook. So always thinking about how we can improve. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
And then lead me to now. Yeah, lead us to now. 2020. 24 now.
24, I know.
Right?
Going quickly, isn't it? So on your days off, do you cook?
Honestly, not really.
No.
Because Christine was a great cook. She cooked all the family meals at the homes. Even we finished 11 o'clock, she can finish everything in like 15 minutes.
Wow.
3-4 dishes. I can't do that. And she's not allowing me to cook. Sometimes I have to be mise en place for 1 hour, get everything nice and organized, all the chopping containers, like 12 containers.
Yeah.
Then start cooking for half an hour. Then because I don't like washing, I'm very clear. I don't. And
Right,
she said, stop.
Your ban.
I do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about it. But when she cooks, I wash.
Yeah.
That's it.
Perfect. And just to finish off with them, because you've had all these great experiences, what would your advice be to a young chef who's starting out?
A few depends what year you're starting. If it's a teenager, like we have 2 apprentices, which is 18 years old. My suggestion is put your head down, learn all the basics. That's super important for every beginner, because without that foundation, because these days, everybody is try to be a master chef so quickly. But the Instagram, the social media, like back then, the only way to learn a new recipe is to walk in the kitchens. These days, everything's online. But without the solid foundation of the cooking techniques, you can't build up. Even though I give you a head chef job, you're gonna crack in 2-3 months because you can't handle that pressure. So for any young chef want to pursue this career, I think the first 4 years, put your head down, learn all the techniques. When you reach that kind of level, say CDP level, then you can question a lot of things. At the beginning, don't question, because anything give you a recipe, it must be a reason for it. Don't always like why. Just put your head and do it. Until one day you feel like, okay, I can really master this skill set, then you start questioning, because that becomes your style. Because we're all doing the same. Even at school, they teach you recipe. They want you to learn, to copy. So if this dish you're doing 1,000 times, it's gonna be your own dish. Then you can put your own signature into it and your own character into it. Then it becomes your dish. Otherwise, before that, it's somebody else's dish. It's never have your own style. That's why there are a lot of restaurants you'll see. Basically, everybody is doing the same things. Beef tartare, everybody doing beef tartare. Doesn't matter if it's a Korean style or Japanese style. It's just changing a name, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's very to be unique, to be very straight away you can see that's you doing it. That's Winston's dish. That's not everybody else. It's hard to get that level. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Winston.
Thank you for your time. I think that's.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Winston Zhang at Akaiito. If you want to check out all the goodness for yourself, well, you should just go to Flinders Lane through the big wooden door and experience all the greatness for yourself. But Akaiito does have a beautiful Instagram account, which you could check out. It's very moody and dark, but lots of good photos of food. It's at Akaiito Melbourne, which is AKAIITO Melbourne. As for me, I'm also on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. And if you'd like to read other chats, you can check out the website www.conversationwithachef.com. I would love it if you told a friend about the chats, and you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts or click follow on Spotify so that I know you're there. Could even leave a review. That would be fun, hopefully, if it's a good review. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day and bon appetit.